Be the second Python training video. I think the last one I left off with was right at around syntax and comments. So I'll do a quick review on comments and I'll move into variables and data types. All right, see if I can make this pretty quick here. So W3 Schools, pretty good site. Just kind of going through a quick review. I've taken a Python course using Udemy, UDEMY, about a year and a half ago. So I'm just doing kind of a quick refresher. I can't say I've used Python on a daily basis over the last year and a half. I've dabbled in it with a few things, so I just want to do kind of a quick refresher. So I'm going to walk through the training for this and I just want to show everybody how easy it is. It's not super difficult to learn. It does help if you have some basic coding knowledge, which I have, but I'm certainly not a coder by profession. So, all right. So first thing we're going to start off with is comments. So pretty much you just put a hashtag in front, and what it does is it just tells the program to ignore that particular line of code. So for instance, if I want to say print hello world, it will take this code and it will just ignore the part that says this is a comment. So we just put that right here. Whoops. And it should come back and say print hello world. Yep, there it goes. But it ignores this particular line. Okay, so it's pretty much, it's just helpful if you want to make some basic notes about a program. You can also, pretty interesting, use sort of triple quotations before and after. That's pretty much another way. It's called string literals and just allows you to use triple quotes basically. So same thing. And then the cool thing I like about W3 Schools is give you just a quick test at the end of each section. So which character is used to define a Python comment? For the most part, it's going to be the hashtag, and then it'll ask you if you want to take some more. Which character is used to? Oh well, we already answered that one. Next question, and then you just put a hashtag. Give you a quick example. Make sure you're getting some practice code down, and then again, oops, go up here. I'll put those triple. It's good to see I am remembering some of this. Outstanding. All right, so variables where it starts to get a little more fun. Not totally difficult though. So pretty much you're just going to name variables. So if I want to make an integer, it's pretty much a whole number. So I could say x equals 5, and then y equals a string. It'll be a name John. That's in quotations. So if I print this, it'll say 5 and then John, pretty much, because I'm saying print x, which is 5, and then y, that's John. So we'll just copy that over, show you what that looks like. I won't do this for every line, but just some of the basic ones. So it should just say 5 and John. There we go, 5 and John over here. All right. So similar. All right, casting. Can't say I've done a lot with casting, but essentially it just allows you to specify data types. The big ones you'll probably use are strings, integers, floats. There's some interesting things when you get to list, and a similar thing to a list is called a tuple. I'll get to that at a later point. Cool thing about W3 Schools, it is free other than if you want to pay for the certification. I'm not here to tell you what to do for that, but if you just want to get some basic knowledge, I do find this to be extremely helpful. So variable names are case sensitive, so just make sure, so A and capital A and lowercase a, each of these would basically be a different variable. Okay, so again, if you just want to do a quick double check, x equals 5. Yes, we'll do the next one. Was correct way or proper way? Yeah, same one. I don't know why it gives you the same question twice. True or false, you can declare string variables with single or double. Yep, you can do that. Okay. And then variable names are not case sensitive. False, they are case sensitive. So a lowercase a equals 5, uppercase a equals 5. So correct answer. Okay, so now you get to type in a little bit of code. Select the correct functions to print data type. I'm not sure I went over that. Basically, it's just a formula that allows you to, whoops, I'm going to drag print over here. and then type here. So we'll go print, and then this point it'll put the word type, and then whatever my variable is. So if it was an x, if x was a integer, it would just tell me it was an integer, or if it was a string. So yay, I did it. All right, so ran through that. Variable names, this just gives you the proper way to name the variables. A couple of things, variable needs to start with either a letter or an underscore. It cannot start with a number. So let's just go with the things you cannot start with. Case sensitive cannot be any of the Python keywords, which if you want to, you can just take a look at those. I think I bookmarked those on another computer. Probably go ahead and do that now. Yep, Python keywords. There we go. All right, so nice to know. Okay, so I'm going to come back over here. All right, illegal names, again, can't start with a number. You can use underscores, can't use the dash. No space, has to have at least an underscore. My underscore variable would work. These are really interesting. Camel case, each word except for the first starts with a capital letter, so my is lowercase in a variable name. Pascal case, each word starts with a capital letter, my, V, and then M. Snake case, each word's just separated by a comma. And again, you can run through and look at some of the questions. Let's just see if I can remember these. Which is not a variable name. Underscore, capital, you can start with that. So it's going to be the dash. And this always wants to ask me that same first question again. I don't know why. All right, let's see here. Car name equals Volvo. Oh, this is pretty straightforward. You're just saying car name and then the type of car. Although that's a string. So I'm going to put that in quotes. Okay, create a variable x. So it's going to go x equals. So hopefully I get that one right. Okay, I'm on a roll here. All right, so as you can see, it's pretty easy, at least when you get started. So if we ran through that, assign multiple values. We're going to try to get through all these. Global is going to be the more interesting one. I do like these. So X, Y, Z. Essentially, if you copy this, it'll just say orange, then banana, then cherry. So you can kind of assign them all at once. You can assign all these letters to one variable. So should just print out orange 3 times. Orange, orange, orange. There we go. All right, cool. So this one pretty much just unpacks a list. I can't say I've used this one a lot. Let me see if I can remember what this one will say. If I'm correct, it will just say apple, banana, cherry. Crossing fingers. Yes. All right. So it's been a while since I've used some of these. Okay. We'll do the first one, and then I'm just going to move on down. What is the correct syntax to add value hello word to 3 variables in one statement? So you want 3 variables in one statement. Should be x equals y equals z. Let's see if I can get this right. Ooh, or it could be comma. Forgot. Yes, got it. Okay. All right. So I'm going to head back and get some more of this done. Output variables, so print x. So here I'm saying x equals Python is awesome, so it'll just print the phrase Python is awesome. X, Y, Z, Python, Y is, and then awesome. There won't be a space here because there's no space, just Python is awesome. If I'm correct, that's just one word versus this one, you'll see a space. So I'll show you that here in a minute. If I'm correct, this one just gives you the output. So x plus y should be 15. We'll try that one. Again, I'm kind of learning Python too. Some of the stuff I've used in other program languages. I'm definitely more of an amateur programmer. Consider the following code. Print hello world. What will be the printed result? And I'm going to get one of these wrong at some point, but let's take a look here. Print hello. Looks like there is I don't think there'll be a space in there because the space would have to be on the inside of the quote. So I really want to go with this one. I'm not sure that comma is going to matter. I'm bound to get one wrong here. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, well, you already completed that exercise. So let me see here. I do want to see that answer. I put that one. Let's go to this one. Okay, never mind. So it was the middle one. Okay, so it does have the space. Okay, it's been a while since I've done some of this. All right. Try to learn from your mistakes. All right, global. This is the more interesting one I wanted to go over. Okay, so you're going to define a variable outside of a function. So the function starts right here. So we're defining my func, and then print Python is, and then it should just put awesome, and there's the space. So Python space is space, and then the word awesome if I ran that. Here we're going to have the variable inside. So even though x is declared out here, it'll actually say fantastic when we print this out because we're actually defining this variable within the function. Now global's a little different. You can list a global variable within a function, or you can list it outside but then state it inside. So for instance, this one, define my func, and we're saying x is a global variable, x equals fantastic. So it should come back and say Python is fantastic on this one. So Python is fantastic. All right, now we're going to come down here. So it's saying x is awesome first, but remember it's global and it's before I get to the function. And then it's going to say define my func global x equals fantastic. So the fact that fantastic is inside the function, it should come back and say Python is fantastic. That should serve as sort of an override to the best of my knowledge. There we go. Okay. All right, so that's sort of a quick overview of global variables. See if I can get this one right. X equals awesome. Now that's outside. Here we're saying define my func. X equals fantastic. My func. Okay, and then we're saying print Python is blank plus X. Okay, this one's a little tricky because X is up here, and we haven't really defined it as a global, so it can't really change. So if I'm correct, this one should come back as Python is awesome. Yes, okay. It's a little tricky. It's amazing I got that one right, one of the other ones. Wrong. Variable exercises, so just ran through a few of those already. So hopefully that gives you kind of a quick overview of variables. And if you have any further questions, I'll certainly try to make another video picking up on data types next time. So have a good day.